One popular view of this unedifying election cycle is that it's an instance of working people, oppressed, underemployed, underpaid, rising up against the establishment, whatever that might be. Polling shows that supporters of the insurgent leader in this drama, Donald Trump, are not in fact an impoverished peasantry in revolt. Their household income is above the national average. Still, those who labor for a living do have reason to worry about the future. That's why they deserve a presidential contest in which the candidates deal seriously with the problems that face them, in this country and elsewhere. A century after it began its rise to power and comparative prosperity, aided by a burgeoning union movement and a raft of progressive legislation, American labor is in many ways confounded. Unions are diminished, and the social pact by which large corporations provided good wages and benefits in return for loyal and reliable service has been eroded by technological change and international competition on an unprecedented scale. A website called Global Labor Strategies states it thus: today's trade unions are a product of a particular historical period when markets and the nation-state were inextricably bound together. Now globalized capital easily outflanks national labor movements. 100 years ago, American workers faced some of these same anxieties. Assembly line production revolutionized manufacturing and brought prosperity to many. All of those automobiles from Henry Ford's plants now were within reach of the workers, but it also brought great discontent and disruption among huge numbers of people engaged in the production of goods and services that were becoming obsolete, as well as among craftsmen compelled to abandon well-honed skills for the repetitive work of the factory floor. The changes were accompanied by widespread social conflict, including numerous acts of terrorism. Meanwhile, waves of immigrants, who contributed much to the country's industrialization, were seen as a threat by native workers, a situation that finally led to a major reduction in immigration in the mid-1920s. Then followed the Depression and a world-altering war and the new economic order that is today undergoing rapid and unpredictable change. How the United States deals with complex challenges of productivity, technology and globalization is a central question of 2016. No one has all the answers to the problems brought by rapid change, any more than they did in 1916, though some loudly claim to. It's likely that whatever strategies are discussed for improving the situation of American workers won't be simple, and they're likely to cause as much disruption to existing institutions and arrangements as Mr. Ford's innovations once did. Surely, though, the candidates ought to be talking more about such things as coordinating better with business and industry to produce much-needed skills in the workforce, about reforms in education, about aid to workers displaced by trade, about new arrangements among labor, capital and government. Right now, both candidates simplistically signal a retreat from free trade, as if that would make the problems with globalization go away. Mr. Trump blames foreigners and immigrants for the United States' ills, offers a vision of a fiscal magical kingdom where everyone gets everything they want, and insults, in the most vile terms, any who oppose him. Hillary Clinton offers a far more civilized vision for the country, but one that promises many things to many interests and seems to offer little in the way of new thinking. Workers, all Americans, deserve a more productive debate.